waiting. Let's see. Percolating. I think we're live. And I think our up and down stream is so zoomed in that it don't have either one of us in it. It's just blank.
Oh.
There's my hair. But anyway, I guess it'll be alright.
Oh well.
I figured that was gonna happen. I backed the camera up more than normal, and you can see outside of our little backdrop because I thought maybe we could see us on the middle part, but you can't. We're trying a new thing. YouTube has finally made it to where, without having to use all this other stuff, we can now live stream in horizontal and vertical, which is going to be a big help when we go live at Disney World, because then I can be walking around and it'll go both ways. Because usually the vertical stream brings in more people, but the horizontal stream keeps people, I guess they watch it on TV because people stay on it longer, so it'll be sort of the best of both. Anyway, we're probably done with the Streamlabs thing because it kept messing up. But anyway, we're going to go live last night and it got to be later. And then we were just like, let's just wait. And now we got the Boots cat over here trying to mess with us. Next week at this exact time, we will be in Epic Universe, most likely eating at Pizza Moon.
Fun times.
So we got a couple things to talk about. One, we'll be going to Disney World or to Orlando next Thursday. We'll be staying at All Star Sports. I was hoping to try somewhere new, but there's not many options, so we just ended up at Sports. But that's fine anyway, because we're not going to be at the hotel very long. And that's the thing, as much as I want to stay at all these different resorts,
we're not.
I will say the Contemporary, I mean, we were there a little bit, so that was good, but like, I feel like if we're going to spend money, like I'd really like to do Fort Wilderness, but that needs to be something where we're going to be there a lot, because like I'd want to rent a golf cart and do all of the stuff there at the campground, and then maybe sort of mainly focus on, because we'd be close to Magic Kingdom, and we could go over there and get on the monorail and go to Epcot. I don't know. Anyway.
Sorry if y'all hear her purr.
She's
loud purr.
But anyway, we're staying at All Star Sports. The only thing I wish I could change is we're flying out and we'll be there Thursday night.
Yeah.
And I wish we had, like, even if we just had another hour or two Thursday night, I think we could either go to Disney Springs or to the Character Warehouse. But because I've now got it where we're doing those in like middle of the day on these other days, and it's going to be a little more rushed, but there ain't no more time where to put it, so it just is what it is. We're going to get there. We'll probably get the hotel at 9:15, 9:30. I'm still semi-tempted to dump our stuff in the room and go over to Disney Springs and eat, but I don't know yet. And then the next morning, we're going to Animal Kingdom for a few hours. Mainly, I want to go back there and see the goats because they're going away. And I don't think they've announced a date, but they definitely said Zootopia will be there in the summer. So I imagine it's going to take a while to build up that. So I think sooner than later, the goats will be gone. Want to ride Dinosaur because that'll definitely be the last time we can ride.
Zootopia? Bluey.
I mean Bluey. You know what I mean?
Bluey.
Bingo and Bluey. I want to ride Dinosaur because that'll be our last dinosaur ride. And I got us a Lightning Lane for Flight of Passage. And I think we can probably get on Navi River. Then I think we're going to Disney Springs to eat that day. Just brief eat, go into World Disney, get to the hotel for a minute, then go to Epic Universe on Friday.
That'll be kind of a busy day.
I've been watching the wait times today, and we'll just see. I think I got a pretty good plan. It's just according to what's down. Another guy uploaded a video I watched a while ago. They were there like 2 days ago, and they do have the Toothless did fly over, but they had Battle at the Ministry broke down, so they wasn't able to ride it. So there's still going to be issues, but we'll just see what we can get done at Epic. And that'll be Friday. Saturday, we're going to go to Hollywood Studios. I got a bunch of Lightning Lanes, take a break, and then we're going to go to Magic Kingdom, and we're eating at Diamond Horseshoe. And they announced in the summer that Diamond Horseshoe is going to turn into a character dining thing with some Toy Story characters. It's
Oh,
going to be
that's
called
cool.
Jesse's Roundup or something.
Oh.
So that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
And then
Bringing some Toy Story
Magic
back.
Kingdom. I know we'll live stream Magic Kingdom. I might pop on for a minute in Epic, but you can't film on rides in Epic, so I can't do it for long. And then that's Saturday, Sunday is all day Epcot, but with a big break in the middle where we're going to the Character Warehouse into the hotel to wash stuff. So I got us a test track Lightning Lane, Living with the Land, and Soaring. So I think the morning will be mostly doing some rides, followed by like an hour of testing out some of that festival food, which from last year was some of my favorite festival foods because it's like colorful and whatever.
Yeah.
And then Character Warehouse, see what they got. I've been watching that girl. There's one girl on TikTok that goes there like every day, and because I can kind of see what they got. And then hotel wash stuff. And then back to Epcot, we got a dinner reservation at Via Napoli, which is like a pizza / Italian place.
Oh.
And then we probably will stay for fireworks. It's been a while since we've seen those fireworks. Sure. And the Skyliner will be closed at that point. And I don't know that it ain't already going to have issues because today, for whatever reason, it was closed. But it's not supposed to close till this next Saturday. Not tomorrow, but the next Saturday. And then checkout day, what are we doing? We're checking out about 10, going to Magic Kingdom, doing our normal thing, and then I got us a Lightning Lane for 7 Dwarfs Mine Train. That's what it was.
Okay. What time will we have to leave?
I think same thing. Be on the bus from Magic Kingdom about 3. Get out of the hotel about 4. And I don't remember what the flight's at, like 5 or 5 something, I think. And the only downfall is we're flying out of Charlotte, which is my least favorite place to fly from. But it was the only place that could basically get us there Thursday night, other than if we could have flew out of Atlanta, but we'd have got there at like 12:30 in the morning. And I was like, I don't really want to do that because then we wouldn't be in bed till 2 or 3, and then we're gonna be trying to do a big Friday. And I was like, nah. So it'll work. It'll work. And then we got our Run Disney shoes in today. I put a little video together earlier, but I like them.
These doesn't look a lot different than your other ones, do they?
I mean, they're different. I just like, they got some furry fluff stuff on the side, a little Mickey on the front. I like the little furry Mickey on the back.
I like that too. And I had to get me the Chip and Dale ones.
I almost ordered Chip and Dale too. The only thing I wish is I wish they would have offered them. I prefer the Ghost shoes versus the regular. I prefer the Ghost Max shoes versus the regular Ghost. I like both. Actually, I got regular 16s on now, but
the Ghost Maxes I feel are a little bit more
they're squishy for walking. Yeah. They're by far the best. So.
But I like these.
We'll break them. I'm gonna try to wear mine around.
I'm gonna wear mine tomorrow to work
and get them broke in a little bit, and then.
But I didn't realize it, but mine has the tongue. Is that what you call it? The tongue of a shoe has little fuzzies on it. I like it. It's cute. So.
Anyway, we got those in. I'm into those Roosevelt shirts, and for whatever reason, lately there's been a slew of people selling them for like $35 on that group. So I had ordered a few. I got an Incredibles one in.
Oh, I didn't see that one. We got a one in for Epic.
I ordered it directly from Roosevelt's. I got I wasn't planning on ordering anything directly from them, but a thing popped up and said, tomorrow we're releasing, I think it was last Friday, tomorrow we're releasing How to Train Your Dragon shirt. And I was like, dang it. So.
Dang it, they get you every time.
I got one, and then I think it's a cat outside. I had bought a couple off of that thing that are still coming. A guy put like 20 on there for $35. They wasn't all Disney ones, but 2 or 3 of them.
I really do wish the women's and the kids' styles looked better.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot I know Joanna would like.
I found some shirt that was a Gary D. Snake not
Ooh.
Roosevelt's, but a T-shirt that got advertised to me, and I ordered it for Joanna. I just hope it shows up before we leave. We'll see.
She's into the Zootopia too.
If they would make these shoes for kids, they would sell a ton of
Yes,
them.
they would.
But
I mean, they sell a ton anyways, but
yeah.
I think the smallest that they have is like, I think you can do like a 5 in women's. So I told Joanna that once she gets her foot, it's probably gonna be,
Yeah.
she'll be there in like 2 years maybe.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, I guess new things we're doing this trip. We're going back to Epic. We've already been there, but that's still sort of a new thing.
Yeah.
We are eating at that Via Napoli place, and it's a lot of people say it's some of the best pizza at Disney World, but they also got Italian, so I don't know if I'm getting pizza or Italian or what, but we're eating there. Seems like there's something else. I don't know. But if we were to magically get there a teeny bit early Thursday, I'm probably going to just like sling our stuff in the room and hightail it to Disney Springs and eat dinner there instead of trying to fit it in the middle of the day. But you never know. Like, if it's already, Disney Springs don't close till I think 11 or 11:30, but if it's already after 9:30, it's probably not worth it. But if it's like 9 or a little after, it might be worth it. So we'll just see what happens. I was thinking earlier, we're in a preferred room at sports, and I think sports is my second favorite all-star, because music, if you don't get preferred, it is so long, we always get stuck in the very, 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 very back, and it's the longest walk. I like the theming at music more than sports, but sports, it's the first all-star. I didn't realize this, but it was the first one built. I thought it was the last one built. Movies was the last one built. Anyway,
I have to say that I
kind
of like where we were at last time.
Movies.
Yes, because we had that option to.
Movies is my favorite, and definitely if we stay there next time.
Because if y'all stay anywhere near like the Mighty Ducks area.
Yeah, you got 2 bus options. I don't even leaving in the morning. It's not a big deal, but to me it's a big deal when you get ready to leave the park and you can get on either bus, and it makes us twice as many options. That makes it a lot better.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I'll definitely, even though I don't really care about Mighty Ducks as a movie that much, I'll definitely request that section if we stay at movies again.
Yeah.
Because that was real nice. But we've never had any trouble at sports. I know people complain about it being loud, blah, blah. Now, we've never been on, like, the middle of prime cheerleading week. But we've never had any trouble with any noise or any of that stuff. The couple times we've been there, it's been just fine. And it's the first all-star, so it's, the closest. And there's all the all-stars have plenty of buses that go.
Yeah.
That's our main complaint. And I seen somebody complaining about Coronado a while ago, talking about, we spent all this extra money, but the buses are 3 times as hard to deal with. And I thought, yep, because you got multiple stops. It's packed the whole time. It don't come as often. So I feel like those resorts are more for, like, if you got a car with you.
Yeah.
Even though, I guess, Port Orleans French Quarter kind of falls into that. Well, it don't have but one stop. That's the good thing about it. I do like it, even though it's sort of a moderate middle-of-the-road resort. But even at the Contemporary, it stopped at Wilderness Lodge and Contemporary, and it's like, dang, for paying this much money, you'd think it would just be a single stop. But anyway, it had the monorail, so for 2 parks, you were kind of good.
Pros and cons to all of them, then.
Yeah, but theming-wise and ease of use, the All-Stars, or the value resorts in general, seem to be the best bang for the buck.
Yeah.
And I like the Skyliner, but I will say there's been a few times, where the Skyliner gets backed up or it goes down or whatever happens, and the bus is just simple. Because those All-Stars are just do.
All the time.
When we were at Coronado, even though I really like Coronado as a resort, we waited like 50 minutes to go to Hollywood Studios, and I thought I was going to lose my mind. Because, to me, about 20 minutes should be max going anywhere in a resort. As many buses as they got, but anyway.
There's pros and cons to all of them, and pretty much a lot of the cons are the bus situation for the bigger.
But anyway, that's our plan. I wish every time we're there, I'm always thinking we should just start doing a bunch of these quick weekend style trips. But then as I get to planning, I'm like, dang, I wish we had like at least another day.
See, like to squeeze in everything.
I like to do, yeah, I'm trying to not squeeze in every single thing, but like, I hate to go and not go to Disney Springs. I hate to go and not go to the Character Warehouse now. But I almost, if I had to kick something to the curb, it would be the Character Warehouse, because they got sort of the same stuff as last time with just a few extra things. But I also know they're going to have some Christmas stuff coming in more and more, so I hate to miss that. And I feel like Springs always gets left out. We get there and do something in and out quick as we can. But anyway, we'll just see. And then hopefully, like our next trip, we'll go back to SeaWorld and give it another go.
Once we were in there, I feel like it was okay.
Yeah.
It was just getting through that line and then security. That was a mess.
Yeah.
And then we'll know from this time to go ahead and have that extra guest pass opened and ready.
Yeah. Figure all that out. But anyway, I think this will be a decent trip. And then I know we'll go like around our anniversary. I don't know if there'll be a February trip or not a February trip. We'll see what happens. And then at some point this year, I've been looking at some cruises, and I don't know. I'd kind of like to incorporate maybe a Port Canaveral cruise, because it's only like an hour away. And then maybe the morning we get off the ship, Uber to a Disney hotel, at least spend like one night there, and then come home or something. I don't know, but trying to figure all that out. We got to renew our passports and all that, because we were cruising a good bit there, and then Joanna came along and cruising. We ain't cruised since, and I think she'll.
Well, I guess honestly, I think COVID hit, and no, because we hadn't cruised since we had her in 2017. So I think she's gonna like it though. Yeah, I really want to. What sucks is I've been looking. I want to get on one of the big boats, but the absolute biggest boats seem to do the longer itineraries. The 3 and 4 day ones are some of the way bigger than what we have sailed on, but not the biggest of the big. But I'll figure it out. Oh yeah.
And then maybe that could be.
I'd still like to do a Disney one.
They wasn't so dang expensive. That's the thing. Good God, they're like 3 times the price of any other one. That's why I'm thinking we do a quick weekend 3-dayer or something, just to test Joanna and see how everybody likes it. And then if that goes well, then we could plan a big one out. Because I'd like to do in the next couple of years a Disney cruise, like a full-blown Disney cruise. And I'd like to go to Disneyland. Yeah. I just need to plan it out. I need to do more. I know about Disneyland, but I need to plan out, like, it don't get near as hot there as Florida, but when's a good non-crowded time where the weather's good and all that sort of thing.
And that'd be good because there's a lot more of, like, the Disney history and stuff.
Hello from Colombia. What's going on, Monique? Good to see you. Good to see you. We will be in Disney World in 1 week.
Yay!
And then the only thing, I wish we were going to see Fantasmic this trip, but it was a weird schedule because, like, I didn't want to do Magic Kingdom on Sunday night, and then we're going to be there Monday morning. So I was like, well, what if we went to Hollywood Studios and then did Magic Kingdom, and then I knew Epcot was going to have Festival of the Arts starting, so I was like, well, we could do a whole day there, but take a big chunk out of the middle so we could go to the Character Warehouse and all that.
Super peachy.
We are glad you've been super peachy.
I've been super cold.
It was 20 degrees here in South Carolina this morning. And
on our air conditioners or heaters not made for that.
The houses here in general, the front part of our house is an old farmhouse, but houses here in general are not used to that. They're used to, maybe getting down into the mid-30s or something. So everything struggled. This whole week's been cold and windy and everything else. And then they were talking about it snowing Sunday, but then that proved to be false. But anyway, I'm hoping. I've been looking at the weather in Orlando.
Seems to be nice. It's going to be nice.
It's pretty decent. But I was just watching somebody's live stream, and everybody on there was bundled up. So I thought, I'm trying not to let it catch me off guard, because we had that one trip where we about froze to death.
You were not prepared.
But then the last trip, I brought all these pants and didn't need them at all. So I'm just trying to figure out what to do.
I think it'll be okay. You got one pair sewed down there. I think it'll be okay.
I need to go one day this weekend. My zipper has broke on my luggage.
Oh no!
Not broke, but the little flippy thing that hooks the zipper is snapped off.
So it's hard to.
If I could find a cheap replacement, I might go for it. We'll see.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it'll be a hodgepodge of a trip of a day or half day, whatever you want to call it, at Epic. I just hope when we go to Epic, today's Friday, we'll be there next Friday. I was looking at the wait times throughout the day, and they were pretty decent.
Heck, I'll be happy
cat.
as
Easy cat, don't climb my leg.
I'll be happy as if we could ride at least.
I just want to get
2
on,
more rides.
Yeah, I just want to get on the Monsters ride. Want to see Toothless fly. That would probably be okay, but I'd also like to do at least one thing in Super Nintendo World. So we're gonna try. We are gonna try, and then we're gonna eat at Pizza Moon, I think, and a little snack at the Toadstool Cafe. Because Joanna was hollering to go there last time.
Oh yeah. She wants to do something from all of them.
Yeah, and then the butterbeer. I'll say one thing about our last trip, and I don't really have anywhere I can put it this trip, but I did like our trip to City Walk. So that's something I'm going to start incorporating when I can. And I wish
that was cool.
I wish somehow they had the Epic Universe on those seasonal or those annual passes, because I keep looking into those, but then I keep telling myself we already can't do all the Disney stuff, much less if we had another park. We got SeaWorld already, so I'm going to kind of wait it out. But they did just announce, if you are a new pass holder in the next, I don't remember what it said, 2 months or something, they're giving you 3 extra months. So you're getting 15 months for the price of 12.
Of what?
Universal. Yeah. So I don't know. At some point it'll happen.
It'll happen.
And then we've talked about Dollywood, but Dollywood don't re-up until March, so that's not a big deal.
Sure.
And Dollywood's cheap, kind of like SeaWorld. But anyway, we'll be there. I'm hoping Thursday night when we get there to do some sort of little live stream or just walking around the resort or something to show off. Because our YouTube statistics say if we need like 200 watch hours to get to our next little level or whatever. So
200 more.
And then it also says like when we get the most watch hours is those live streams.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see what we can do. I think I'm gonna take a big camera to Epic this time because I didn't take any like real nice pictures there of like all the lands and all this stuff.
I will have to give it to them though. It is neat. Like it is a neat.
No, it's
laid
neat.
out.
It just needs more rides, and it needs. Like I watched a guy's video today. He was there I think 2 days ago, and there's still a bunch of stuff broke down or not working or whatever. And he basically said he'd been there several times before, and it was one of his favorite places. But he's like, I'd have been embarrassed today if I'd have brought somebody because so much stuff didn't work, you know. And I thought, here we go. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. The Boots Cat's wanting to be on here.
Come on.
She's thinking about it. Oh.
She just likes to be loved. She's our first child.
She burned.
She's been with us since about the time we got the house.
Yeah.
She was a tiny little thing, showed up at the front porch.
Yeah, little kitten. But anyway, I'm curious to see. I figured tomorrow, the festival started today, so I figured tomorrow and this weekend some videos will start popping out. I'm curious to see what kind of. I've already learned some of those weird festival foods, they ain't even worth trying. Because we've tried them, I don't know how many times, and it's all like, ugh.
It's not great.
But I want to.
A lot of the desserts and stuff are kind of okay.
Yeah, but I want to try some of those, the ones that catch our eye, and then Well, beaten the Epic a time or two. That'll be new, and then the Via Napoli place. Where I don't remember. I never can remember. We ate at some Italian place randomly one time at Epcot, like back in the last year, early summer maybe. We were just hungry and walking around, and you walked up there and they said, "Yep, we can seat you now." I don't remember what it was, but it was pretty good.
Was it not that place that's right there at the corner of?
It might be. I don't know. I still want to try Regal Eagle.
Yeah.
I still want to try the place in England that has the fish.
Ooh, it always smells so good.
There's a ton of. I want to go back to Le Cellier because that was like our first trip as pass holders. I think we ate there, and it was good, but I don't remember much about it.
True.
Like Space 220, I still think is one of the best, but they don't give you a pass holder discount at night, and they put that stupid sauce on their steak now, which I'll now know to tell them don't put that on there. But I'm not saying I'm over Steak 220, but I'm ready to try some more stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I almost booked, but I didn't want to waste an hour and a half or 2 hours. At some point, we're going to eat at Cinderella's Royal Table in the castle. Yep. Sometime soon. And then we've never ate at Pinocchio's Village House or whatever right there at Small World. There's a bunch of little.
I was gonna say, I feel like there's still a whole bunch of stuff that we haven't.
Yeah.
We still haven't been to Gaston to get one of the.
And I almost booked Hoop-de-Doo.
Oh yeah.
But that's definitely gonna take like 2 hours.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to boat over there, do the show, boat back. So that'll be coming at some point. Anyway, there's a bunch of stuff. The Big Top tent is closed. They're redoing, I think, the tent part of it. That's sort of our normal breakfast. Get a cookie, whatever spot.
Little snack, yep.
But
well, that's kind of sad. I think they have those same cookies and whatever in. I was about to say the Emporium, but the confectionery.
Yeah. But hopefully it'll be. I always try to plan because I know stuff takes a lot longer than I think it does. So I try to plan a little longer, or trying to like know what I can take out if I need to or whatever. But hopefully it works out. I'd really like to be able to run to Disney Springs Thursday night, but I don't know if we'll get. We'll just see what time we get there.
We'll see. Wait a minute.
Other than that, I guess that's our updates.
That's pretty much it.
We'll test out our new shoes. This will be our first January trip down there, which is good because last year we went in February, and that's the time we had to stay off property. Because if I'm not mistaken, it was like a last minute decision to go, and I think it was also
it was like the middle of the cheerleading
stuff, yeah. Which price wise, I think we stayed 4 or 5 nights, whatever it was.
It was cheap
for like what 2 nights would have costed, but then it was like it just sucked.
I didn't like it.
Well, for one, we had to drive, and that's a mess because it's like a little over 8 hours if you don't stop. Of course, you got to stop a time or two, so let's just call it 9 hours, and that's not fun. And then you gotta drive in and do all this stuff, and it just ain't the same as if you can just be at the resort and get on the bus and do your thing. Because I was kind of getting worried about this trip. For whatever reason, within like a week, it went from a bunch of stuff being available, because I was going to book Pop, to nothing being available. And thank God I spent like a day refreshing, and that All-Star Sport popped up, and I booked it quick as I could. And Pop wouldn't have been ideal because the Skyliner is going to be down for refurb. So Pop's kind of the next one I want to stay at that we hadn't been to, because it's a value.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's basically going to be just like Art of Animation, with different themes or whatever. And I wouldn't mind staying at one of those Art of Animation family suites sometime.
I still want to stay at the Cars one.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, I didn't even went over to the Cars area.
Yeah.
So
I'd like to stay there. I'd like my big bucket list is still the Polynesian Village.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe this year we can end up over there. I still think Fort Wilderness would be big, and she would like that, but it would have to be at least a 5 or 6 day whatever deal, because I don't want to rent a golf cart and
at least spend one day exploring the whole.
Yeah, there's stuff everywhere, and people put out all those blow up animal things, and there's just stuff all over the place. So we'll see. But maybe March we could stay at Pop. The good thing is the summer, I think what's happening, in my opinion, is they're seeing less and less crowds in the summer because it is so dang hot that you just can't. You just can't take it. You know what I mean? You got to like go early and late and all this stuff. And I think the crowds are getting thinner in the summer, and that's why they're giving us these big pass holder discounts. Yeah. That's how we stayed at Contemporary. It was like 40% off or something. And then they even had a food thing that was like 40% off at certain restaurants. So I'm sure they'll do that again. And hopefully we can get some deals.
I hope so.
I've seen where they're doing like I don't remember, a kids stay or eat or something free deal. I don't
I saw that. It was like something about kids eat. Kids free. I don't know what it was.
I guess they're for the summer. So I guess they're trying to get people there for the summer. I'm still tempted. Even though we get that first day, the water park thing, I'm still half tempted to add that on to our passes, just so if we ever wanted to go to the water park, we could go. But then I keep saying, well, I don't know, would we even go? Because you also get the putt-putt that we've never been to if you add it on.
That's true.
But
I also feel like if we add it on, you're going to want to try to do it every time. And I don't really do water parks. I'm just not big on them.
I really want to go back to Typhoon Lagoon, but I need you to go, because I want to go up there with them waves that about took us out. And then I hadn't talked her into really riding many slides. She did go to that little slide at French Quarter, but I need to get her on some slides.
She's a lot like me in that, though. She don't want her ears or her face or whatever to get wet.
But anyway, I've toyed with the idea of adding that on, but I don't know. I don't know if it'd be worth it, because we can always go to their check-in day. But anyway, I guess we will more than likely see y'all Thursday night from somewhere, even if I just walk around All-Star Sports for a minute.
Just to say hey. And
then Thursday, Friday from Epic, briefly. Saturday from Magic Kingdom, Sunday from Epcot. And then, yeah.
Sounds good.
So it's kind of a boring night other than we got our shoes in. But we'll see y'all next week. And we'll go from there.